When your birthday comes around, you probably get messages, notifications, and people asking, "So, what are you doing today?" And your answer might be something like, "Nothing special, just another day, right?" But here's the thing, when you treat your birthday like a normal day, it actually says a lot about your psychology. Not in a bad way, but in a revealing way. Because behind that calm, quiet attitude toward your birthday, there's a deeper mindset, one that tells the truth about how you see time, meaning, and even yourself. Let's break that down. You've outgrown external validation. When you were a kid, birthdays meant everything. Balloons, cake, attention. It was your day. You didn't even question it. But now, you probably don't need that anymore. You've realized that attention isn't fulfillment. You've learned that validation fades, and what actually feels good is progress, the quiet kind that no one sees. That's why you don't chase the spotlight on your birthday. You've stopped needing people to prove you matter, because deep down, you already know you do. You've matured past the idea that happiness needs an audience, and that's powerful. You're focused on the bigger picture. Here's a thought. If your birthday feels like just another day, it's probably because you're already looking beyond it. You're not obsessed with celebrating time passing. You're more interested in what you're doing with that time. It's not that you're cold or emotionless. It's that you see life as a continuum. One day doesn't define you. You'd rather keep building quietly than stop everything to throw a party for existing. You think more about what's next, what you're creating, who you're becoming, because that's where the real excitement is, not in counting the years, but in using them. You've learned to be content without drama. There's a certain peace that comes with treating your birthday like any other day. You've stopped trying to force life to feel special. You don't need the decorations, the surprise plans, or the loud group dinners to feel alive. You find satisfaction in simplicity, in waking up, doing your thing, maybe having a quiet meal, and moving on. That's emotional maturity. Because when you stop chasing highs, you start appreciating balance. And ironically, that calm detachment, it's a sign of someone who's actually happy. You don't see aging as a milestone. You see it as data. Here's the truth you've probably felt but never said out loud. Birthdays don't hit the same because they're not milestones anymore. They're checkpoints. You're not asking, "How do I celebrate?" You're asking, "How far have I come?" You use your birthday like a mirror, quiet reflection, private review. You think about the lessons, the habits, the things that changed you. You're not trying to make the day bigger. You're trying to make your life better. And that perspective, treating age like feedback instead of a party theme, means you're playing the long game. You value real connection over attention. If you do anything on your birthday, it's probably low-key, spending time with one or two close people, or maybe just taking a walk alone, because you care more about presence than presence. You don't need the group posts, the stories, the happy birthday bro messages from people who barely know you. You'd rather have one real conversation with someone who truly gets you. That's not antisocial, it's selective. You've stopped performing and you've started choosing depth. And that's something most people never reach. You're detached from the illusion of time. Here's the deep part. When you treat your birthday like a normal day, it might be because you've stopped measuring life in years altogether. You don't live by the calendar, you live by progress. Your time doesn't reset every 365 days. It moves continuously, with no finish line, no new chapter, no dramatic pause. Every day is just another opportunity to keep becoming who you're meant to be. And when you think that way, your birthday doesn't lose meaning. It just becomes equal. Another day to grow, to work, to love, to reflect. Not more, not less. Final thoughts. So when someone says, "Why don't you celebrate your birthday?" you can just smile, because you know something they might not. You've stopped needing symbolic days to remind you of your worth. You've stopped chasing validation disguised as celebration. You've found peace in the ordinary. And maybe that's the point. When every day matters to you, no single day has to.